Good afternoon. Thank you for the privilege and opportunity you've given us at GBCC to share with you some updates on activities of the school. And I think this would be a good thing on an annual basis. Whenever you meet, if you can invite whoever is in leadership at the school to share with you, because it's your school. Thank you. I have a report here that I already given the national president a copy, so I wouldn't read through all of it. I would just summarize some things, and then I think what's most important is our current condition at the school. So let me just say thanks again to our superintendent and other government officials, our national officers. Thanks, it's good to be here, and it's good to see all of you. The Grand Bassa Community College, Buchanan City, 2008, founded. Here is an update report to the United Bassa Associate Organizations in the United States. Acceptance and interim management team. On Monday, November 20th, 2017, I was presented to the college as the new interim president. And with me, I took along two others as an interim management team to help move the college forward. And I like to say to folks, the college got 3 for the price of 1. So we have an interim research supervisor, an interim management coordinator, and an interim president. Term of reference. The board asked us to quiet the situation, to bring to conformity our expenditure within the government of Liberia provision. Make sure there's equal work for equal pay. So amongst the many things that we were charged to do, 1, the budget. The recasting of a balanced budget in line with the government of Liberia provision of personnel, $544,930 on one hand, and goods and services, what it takes to run the operations of the institution, $205,716. Upon inquiry, we were given the charge to make sure that that was done, and I can say to you at this point that the school now runs within the confines of what the government gives us to run. We're now also living within the confines of the government of Liberia constraints in terms of our budget. The problems before we got there was that the school was living outside of its government allocations. They were given, for example, $5, but they were living like they had $50. And that's always a problem. Our goal has been to review and correct these mishaps, showing all revenues and expenditures. We have presented a clean, balanced budget to the Board of Trustees. To do this well, we have to work to take into account the financial and social implications of GBCC in the recommendation made by the board. Social political unrest amongst students, faculty, and staff. Upon our arrival, there were a lot of unrest, but I can say to you now that we believe GBCC is quiet, focusing on the purpose for which the institution was founded. And one of the reasons why there were a lot of noise, students paid for ID cards and insurance and handbooks and graduation certificates and had not received it for years. We have now made all of those current as I speak. Faculty and staff, since our ascendancy, we have addressed the issue of money and disparity in faculty and staff compensation. Personnel matters. The Board of Trustees is interested in us ensuring, here is our former superintendent. So may I stop to recognize our former superintendent. So the board interest is to ensure personnel compensation remains within the government of Liberia's provision. These adjustments have been made and is reflected in our current budget. Current management. We have now redone the organizational chart of the institution. I also met a large number of MOUs, and we're looking through those MOUs to find which one of them are going to make sure they work within the best interest of our institution. And we're also working on finding some international partnerships for the school. In January 2018, the third graduation exercises and convocation of this school was executed with precision. When I arrived, I was given a graduation budget of $95,000 US. We cut down that budget and did graduation for under $45,000. And we saved the school more than $50,000. And for the first time, we did give some bonuses to our hard-working staff to encourage them that if they work hard and save the institution, they themselves benefit. What I also found out was, most of everybody on staff had some kind of deal. The graduation cover, $3 in that for me. You know how people work. And I had to call in all of those vendors and renegotiate everything. That saved us $50,000+. And so, this was just, I think, our second graduation in the 10 years of the institution's founding. I'm also pleased to say that we graduated 286 students on that day in January, and we are now poised to graduate about 250 in December of this year. That puts the school back on track to have an annual graduation. Working with the High Commission on Education, we've also readjusted our school's curriculum and our school year. Beginning September this year, we now move, like every other tertiary education institution in Liberia, we now move to a September-June school year. And so this year truncated a little bit our annual year for 2018. We're going to end this, we already ended this semester in this year's activities. 17th of September, we're going to now commence our brand new school year from September 2018 that concludes June 2019. And so we hope that from now on the institution can have an annual graduation every June. GBCC breach status. Save Grand Bassa Community College breach $1 campaign. The current situation of the college. I'll take a little time with it because I think it's important. Normal academic activities at the Pinsbury campus of the Grand Bassa Community College has come to a standstill as a result of damage to our breach caused by torrential rain, especially in unusual ways in 2018 in Liberia. Temporarily, the college is operating on Grand Bassa of the Bassa High School campus, where it currently faces numerous challenges of office space, inadequate classrooms, and ill-prepared laboratory and library for practical uses. Proposed intervention. In an effort to ensure that the college return to its Pinsbury campus, where millions of dollars worth of property are at stake, the Grand Bassa Community College students, faculty, along with our superintendent and others, launched what we're calling the $1 campaign. And the goal is to raise around $50,000 to repair a walking path in the direction of where the current breach used to be, so that our students in the next 6 months can return to our Pinsbury campus, because in the next 6 months we have to operate outside of our Pinsbury campus and use the Bassa High School campus. So our short-term objective is to raise this amount to create a walking path to that breach, to that place. Our superintendent, the board of trustees, our students, faculty are all agreed, and we also pleaded to UNIBOA for some help in whatever way you can to raise that amount to prepare in 6 months a walking path so that our students can return, because our presence at the Bassa High School is only temporary, can only be temporary. long-term objective. An alternative route through the back road that used to be there before, and the bridge construction will be at a cost of $2.5 million US. And that takes that outside of our ability, and that brings in our county officials and the governor of Liberia responsibility to make sure that bridge is reconstructed and at least the other road is done so that the school can continue to function. Other achievements. The college was in a deficit of over $500,000 US. The payroll was overloaded. The vote of no confidence against the previous president of the college was coming from students, faculty, and the staff. The greater community of the college seemed at odds with each other. Political and social lines seemed drawn, and the battle set for destruction was on. I am pleased to report that the noise at GBCC has quieted, if not silenced permanently. Why? Because our students, our faculty, and administrators have we've taken them under the Palava hut, and we now run the institution with full transparency. Decisions are made at the cabinet and council level where all stakeholders are represented and participation are required. To bring the payroll in sync with the government of Liberia provision and cut waste and create a merit-based system, we have had to retrench over 40 employees, which were in reflection of nepotism, favoritism, incompetence, and an unnecessary move to pack the payroll unnecessarily. And there were employees and folks there that didn't help us drive our vision, our mission, and our current realities. The college policy guides, which includes our 2018 budget, our student handbook, our personnel manual, have all been done and submitted to our board for review and approval. Concept notes, including new programs, GBCC to a 4-year university status. We have now gotten partial permission from the Higher Commission on Education to hopefully by September to move 2 of our departments, the Health Science Department and I think our Business Department, to a 4-year status as we work with the sustainability packages, which includes relationship with Equatorial Oil Palm, Liberia Agricultural Corporation, LAC, Acela Metal, etc., are being discussed at the technical level. The school is placed on, I think, 200 acres, 250 or more acres of land, and we want to explore those possibilities where we can plant rubber, partner with LAC and others, so that the school also brings in some additional revenue. Our social corporate responsibility program includes what we call the clinic in the can. Someone donated to the school a 20-foot container which is a modern clinic, and we're now in need of medication and supplies to run that clinic to serve the more than 8 villages around Grand Bassa Community College. Conclusion. At the heart of our work and interest at GBCC is an unwavering commitment to equip and provide much needed opportunities to the college community family. I have already encouraged student aspiration, access, and success. At GBCC, we work to encourage and promote faculty excellence, to focus on student learning and encourage quality in program and student competition. Our tenure at GBCC has been evidence-based, result-oriented, teased with collaboration and advanced strategic growth and developmental objectives. Fundamentally, today, community college must be relevant, flexible, and responsive to the need of students, communities, and the nation. requiring a leader who listens, observes, and communicates. A shared vision, a leader who is accessible, collaborates, and acts with integrity, the highest level of integrity, energy, and conviction. These are amongst our qualities and competencies shaped partially by championing cutting-edge results, achieving dream initiatives, supervising staff, promoting people's professional development, and shared governance. As an educator, theologian, scholar, and administrator, and leader, I have been actively engaged all my life in spearheading transformational out-of-the-box concepts to improve the lives of those around me. At GBCC, we have sparked innovation, stimulate human development, strengthen workforce growth, forge global partnership, and enhance local community cooperation in myriads of ways. At our graduation in January of 2018, I was privileged to bring from my alma mater, Princeton University, one of their professors who spoke at our graduation. We're looking at a partnership between Princeton and Bassa Community College. At GBCC, we continue to strengthen students' advocacy in promoting access and success, facilitating strong partnership between student, faculty, and administration, promote student learning outcome, strengthen stakeholders' investment and buy-in from local communities, and encourage direct communication and outreach to our diverse communities around us. A special thanks to this august body for your concern, resounding support, and unwavering partnership and relationship. And we, together with our hearts and our hands, move to improve and lift up to another level of excellence our beloved Bassa Community College. It has been a beautiful ride thus far and a happy and wonderful time to serve. It has been my humble pleasure, for which I am thankful and shall forever remain grateful for this opportunity. You can call me anytime at 0777-533-941 or reach me at Providence Hill, the number 2 at gmail.com. May his blessings and favor be granted to each of us as I remain his humble servant, the interim president. Thank you. I'll take a few questions, and